Hi guys, it's Stacy. It's the day before Thanksgiving. Actually, it's the day I'm doing Thanksgiving because my husband will be on the road tomorrow. So I want to tell you guys happy Thanksgiving. I also want to thank all my new subscribers, and if you're coming back to see me, thank you. Thanks for all the likes, shares, and donations. I truly appreciate it. Um, I have something on my mind, and I have Spirit won't let me not think about it or talk about it. So as I'm doing turkey ham and all my sides, my pies are done. I'm gonna try to get this done and see if we don't get interrupted a million times. But here goes. So I want to talk about the holidays, narcissism, and sexual abuse. This video is not going to be for everybody, but I have got tons of emails, DMs, and Instagram messages from other groups that I am in where there are a lot of people that I know that are having a really hard time with the holidays that deal with chronic post traumatic stress disorder from childhood abuse and narcissism in their families. So I thought the easiest way, besides replying to 30 emails and messages, and that there might be something that I say that might help someone else out there because the holidays aren't always good for everyone. And I was one of those people for a long time. And there's parts of the holidays, even though I have my own family and I have a beautiful family, that the holidays are still sad for me because I don't have my initial family. So we're going to discuss this. And first, as you know, I like definitions. I'm going to tell you what it says, what narcissism is by Google. And then I'll tell you how I've seen it in my life. So, self centeredness arising from failure to distinguish the self from eternal objects, either in a very young babies or as a feature of mental disorder. So, basically, on my aspect of narcissism and how I've seen it in my life and through psychology, is usually the person takes on a role of the people around them. And if they are not the center of attention, then they either go into fits or they make you feel bad that they're not the center of attention. Um, Let me give an example. So, all growing up with my mother, because she is a narcissist, among other things, um, if I was throwing Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever the holiday was, okay? And I could be with her all day long. I could have spent time with her for days. And I would have all my friends come over. And if I was spending too much time with them and not giving her direct attention, she would start getting an attitude and yelling at me and causing hell for everyone around. Um, I guess to start off this video also, as I'm telling my story, because I'm not sure how this is going to go, I am not doing this to hurt anyone. I will try to keep names out of the situations. And this is for me. This is not to have anyone out there who thinks they may know my story or who I'm talking about to attack anyone that I'm talking about. This is for other people who are feeling or have felt the same way that I have felt growing up with a narcissistic family during the holidays and how to deal with childhood abuse of sexual, mental, and emotional, and having to be around those people during the holidays. So I just want to make that very clear from the start. So, narcissism. We've probably all dealt with somebody with narcissism, whether that was a relationship, whether that was a parent, whether that whoever it is in your life, okay? For me, I could put a title, a name to all of those. The holidays. We see on the movies and we can look at other people's lives and they can get together with their families and it's amazing and they love each other and they may have little fights and this, that, and the other, but they're family. They're there for each other, not just on the holidays, but all year long. The majority, more than not, do not have that support. They don't have that support as a family. They don't have the emotional bonds that everyone else seems to have with their family, even though everyone has problems. And child abuse victims, whether you're 15, 43, 73, and you have been abused by family members or not taken care of by family members, and the holidays come around, it's very emotional because as a child of abuse, you long for that love. You want them to love you so much. Like it is imperative, at least in my situation. I didn't want to do anything wrong. I wanted to be this perfect child so that everyone would love me. And no matter what I did, that wasn't the case. And I had to learn along the way. So we have Thanksgiving coming tomorrow. And I have not spent the holidays with my family outside of the one that I've created here at home in 10 years. I took myself out of that. And it was hard, and I haven't seen my mother in almost 4 years. So my point being to all this is that the holidays are extremely hard for some people. And some people don't have places to go. And some people don't have a family to go to eat with, to sit down and be thankful for. And if they do and they go and they're around their abusers, the chronic post-traumatic stress disorder from their child abuse is just exacerbated. It is, you don't enjoy the holiday because your mind is stuck back into those boxes of a little child. Or like for me, as I got older and had children, I was constantly looking around to make sure my kids were safe at all times. And I couldn't enjoy anything. And then you had the narcissism to where I had to walk on eggshells because if I wasn't giving all my attention or if I did something that my narcissist thought wasn't given all to them, then I was put down to where I could no longer go. And then what happens when you're the victim, but your whole family is still on the side of the abuser? The abuser's allowed to go to family things, but you cannot because you can't be around them because it's not good for your mental well-being, correct? So you have to choose to stay away. So when parties come around, whether it's holidays or not, you know, you just got to stay away because the narcissist isn't going to decide, oh, well, hey, maybe they should have a chance to go and see this part of the family because they haven't been in a while and I'll just stay home. No, it doesn't work like that with narcissists. They don't even know they have a problem. So there is no going, and the family isn't going to stand up and say, "Oh, well, maybe we should keep her away because we would really like to see this person, but she isn't going to be able to come, or he isn't going to be able to come because, you know, there's too much pain there." And it doesn't work like that. It's painful. It's lonely, and it can make you feel like you're not worthy. So I am here to tell you that you are very worthy. You are worthy of happiness. You are worthy of spending a holiday without the people around you that hurt you in your childhood. You deserve that. And that may mean you have to do that for yourself. There was times that I didn't have anywhere to go. I had to spend Christmases and Thanksgivings with random people or the people that were in my life right then, and I never felt like it was my family, nor did I fit in. And I always felt like the outsider. And it was painful because I just wanted to be loved by my family and accepted and not be scared of who I was. But I wasn't allowed to do that because there were so many secrets and I blacked I blocked out all my childhood for a long time. So everybody was aware of some of the things that I had been through, the general names of it all, but I I I didn't know every detail, so they didn't know every detail, but they knew enough. They knew enough, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter, and that's okay. I've learned to grow with it. I'm not going to say that it doesn't still hurt, that tomorrow won't come around and my whole family's together and I'm not allowed to be there. I'm the outsider. I was the abuse victim, and no matter if it was my fault or not, girl, it never changes. You're always the outsider because, and it's not that your family doesn't love you, it's that it's too hard for them to accept what the other people that they love have done. So it's easier just to avoid. And for me, I just stay away because it's easier for me and it's easier for them. And I'm not going to go there and cause everyone else to have bad holidays or put myself through that anymore. I refuse to put myself through that anymore, or my children. My children won't be around that kind of behavior. So we have a beautiful holiday here, and I open my doors for anyone who doesn't have a place to go or anyone who feels not loved to go to their own families. They come to my house, and we have Friendsgiving, and we enjoy each other's company, and there's nothing but love, and that's how I choose to spend my holidays. So for all the messages that I got, and for all of you out there feeling alone, I just want you to know that I feel you and I'm thinking about you. And I truly hope that as time goes on, you're able to see yourself for the survivor that you are and know that your strength is more important than one day of the year or 2 days of the year. If you cannot be around your abuser or abusers, in my case, there's many, and in those many has repercussions of other people that love them, and it's not healthy for me. And I'm not going to take years of work away from myself for 1, 2, 3 days a year. It's not worth it for me. The pain that comes. I mean, I spent my first 10 years with my husband was me waking up every night screaming out of my dreams. I've come too far to let a holiday bring me back into the narcissism, the abuse, the pain of all of that. I I guess the reason behind this video, as I need to go check on my turkey and ham, is just to let you know you're not alone. I understand holidays and narcissistic families and child abuse, all of that going hand in hand. And choosing to love yourself is not easy, but you are stronger than you will ever know. And you will see one day how strong you are because you can't heal if you go back to the place you got sick. And you can't heal if you're around the people who got you sick. So just remember you're doing the best that you can do for you. And that's all that's expected of you. And know that you're not alone. I am here and I love you all. And if you need to talk tomorrow, I'm just going to be sitting at home watching TV, cuddling with my kids. So you can email me. I'm here and I love you. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Oh, it did stop.